Welcome back to We Are Live. Chris Denman, Travis Terrell, joined live in studio by the great Dr. Ed. Hit it, Gardner.
Dr. Ed.
Dr. Ed.
Dr. Ed.
The good doctor is in.
Hello, Dr. Ed.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are
Welcome
you doing
back.
today? It's good to have you back. You were in Austin last week.
Yes, I was.
How was that?
It was nice. I was doing some training on some shelter medicine
Interesting.
and getting ready for the new Gateway building.
Gateway Pet Guardians.
that's right.
Dr. Ed's been helping them for a while. You supplied them with a building for many years. Now they've basically taken over, not basically, they've taken over an old school in East St. Louis.
Yeah, and I took off all this week, and I am working at their new building this week.
Are
Oh,
you
really?
really?
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
kind of getting things set up or helping animals? What?
No animals, just totally volunteer, manual labor. Yeah, this building is 54,000 square feet. if you
Oh, good God, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's an old school, and I'm going from room to room, and I'm emptying them out and doing a lot of recycling, which is my passion.
Right.
There's tons of, electrical wires, which I'm collecting and sorting out, and.
Oh, my God. This is a serious project.
Oh yeah, seriously. I'm manual labor. I mean, and there's people who are painting like the part that's going to be the offices.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just in there cleaning it out.
That's a real labor of love. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. When you were down in Austin, did you and Matthew McConaughey, play on the bongos, take a couple hits out back?
No, I didn't run into him.
Oh,
Dang.
that's what
That's
happens.
too
when you
bad.
go to Austin generally.
Did you get down on some barbecue? You had to, right?
I did, and some tacos. Well, the one place I wanted to go was world famous. It's called Franklin's Barbecue, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's only open for lunch.
Yeah.
And you can wait.
It's not
in line.
convenient.
Yeah, not because of what I was doing, and I didn't have time. And
Right.
You can wait in line for hours.
You're a badass barbecue joint in Texas when you're only open during the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That has to be world
Well, it
famous.
sells
then.
out so fast. That's why.
crazy.
Yeah.
Not enough animals to keep supplying to the masses that come through.
No, I
Gotta
guess.
cut it short each day.
Well, don't they have like the huge Longhorns on the side of the road next to gas stations like in Austin? Last time I was in Austin, there was the huge what's the mascot for the
don't say it.
Longhorns?
Texas Longhorn.
The Texas Longhorn.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was a particular thing. I didn't know that's what. But they have them. I saw one at a gas station just chilling in the grass while people were pumping their gas. Is that a thing out? Did you see a lot of that at all?
I was right in downtown Austin, so no, I didn't see that.
All right. So not a lot of hillbillies.
Did you hear about the couple who brought their Longhorn bull?
Yes,
into the Petco?
to the
Into
Petco.
Petco.
Because Petco
Yeah,
says
yeah.
they can take any animal.
And they accommodated.
Yeah.
From what I saw.
Yeah, he had to turn his head sideways to get the horns through, but he knew what to do.
What would you do if you were in a convenience store and somebody walked in with that?
Oh man, I'd be like, "Ooh, lunch."
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
So you
oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
be fearful of the giant spears on his head?
No, I'd just be like, "All right, keep it up."
Medium rare, please.
Keep it up. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put you on my Chinese food. I love some Longhorn on my food.
Are you, at this point in your career, your illustrious veterinary career, are you happy you didn't go the bovine farmer route?
Oh, I'll tell you the story about why I never did. Okay, seriously, this is my first block. My first rotation in the clinics in veterinary school was large animal medicine.
Sure.
Okay, so there I was, fresh off all my large animal experience from growing up in the South St. Louis.
Yeah, a lot of
and
giant animals.
Yeah, so I'm there with my classmates, the good old boys from, small town Missouri with the
Right.
skull rings in the back of their jeans.
Of course.
And their cowboy boots. And our first
the great
day,
Dr. Andre Oberle from St. Genevieve, Missouri was
he
literally
probably
with
was
you.
there. He probably was there. So we're there, and our teacher, who was fantastic, Dr. Bob Miller, takes us out to work a herd of calves.
Right.
We're running them through the chute one at a time, catching them in the chute.
As you do, Travis.
Right. It
And
happens.
we're vaccinating them and taking a blood sample for testing. So my classmates were really good. They stepped up and they took their turn, and Dr. Miller says, "Okay, Ed, you're up." So I go up there and there's this black, wild-looking calf in the head chute, and stupid me, not knowing what to do, I leaned right over his head. So this thing just kind of looked up, out of the corner of its eye, sized me up, and just went boom, lifted his head up and head-butted me right in the forehead. And I started to turn all shades of pale, which is hard to do considering I'm Italian.
It's rough. Yeah.
And I got wobbly, and Dr. Miller just, says, Ed, go sit down under that tree over there. So as I'm walking over to the tree, he yells out to me, "Hey Ed, why don't you consider small animal medicine as a career?"
And from that day forth, he
He's like,
only worked on
Yeah.
lizards.
And I swear, 20 years later, I ran into Dr. Miller, and he remembered that story.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think
do
you did it right. Yeah.
Well, that's how I decided on how I was like, because as a kid, you want to play every sport, everything you see on TV. And of course, the biggest star at the time was Mike Tyson. So as a kid, I'm like, I'm going to try boxing. Yes, boxing. I get to hit people. Why wouldn't I not love this? And then you get hit in the nose.
Oh, my God.
And you
It's the
just see
worst.
stars for a good 90 seconds. And you immediately realize, oh, that's my own blood I'm tasting. Nah, I'll just stick to football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah,
those
that's-
sports. So that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't have to beat me over the head twice.
No,
Right. Oh, I get it.
I get it. Yep, that wasn't made for this.
Not for me. Okay. All right. Gardner, did you ever have that moment in all of your tennis or cross country?
Good point. Good question. Do you
Take a Western forehand to
golf
the
as well.
golf. Get a blister from swinging the club wrong.
Well, I mean, baseball, but I kept playing because I was an idiot. I got injured a lot.
You take a fastball to the thigh as a kid. I'm sure that felt
Take
great.
a fastball off your elbow, and that doesn't break your elbow. But then you go to first base, and for some reason the pitcher throws harder to first base than he does to you when you're at the plate, and take it off your elbow again, and then it breaks and chips off a little bone.
Jesus.
That's what happened to me. And then I stayed in the game because I was afraid to go out because my dad was the third base coach, and I thought he was going to make fun of me if I took myself out of the game.
Man, we really have taken a deep dive into the Gardner childhood today, and
It's been rough. I'm glad you weren't here for the first story.
yeah, I'm
Dr. Ed.
almost starting to wonder if we should maybe have a segment about interventions, just in regards to the.
Could be
You're
something.
drinking?
No. Just,
Oh,
it just
okay.
feels like there's more going on. We need to discuss.
We do always have a bunch of fun with Dr. Ed. We play Dogs on Film. We catch up on the hilarious antics Dr. Ed's always finding himself in,
Look, there it goes.
hanging out on the hill in St. Louis.
That's Dr. Ed doing Dr. Ed things again.
He's certainly a wily figure. If I've ever seen one.
I was wondering how Dr. Ed was handling, in particular, the first series for the Cardinals that was in Milwaukee. I thought of him at one point because I was looking at stuff for the show this coming week, and I'm like, this couldn't have gone better for Dr. Ed to be upset about it.
Dr. Ed, your St. Louis Cardinals are off to a 2-3 start after losing 3 or 4 in Milwaukee.
Well, I'm trying to be very careful and measure what I say because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to swing and miss.
It's
A lot
almost
of strikeouts.
Not a strikeout these days. Huh. Looks like Travis on a Friday night, huh?
How about,
All those
how about-
strikeouts.
How about that left fielder, man? Isn't he like?
Every day
Am I the only one who sees that he can't run, he can't throw?
it's
he
almost
can't
as
hit?
if there was, say, a marquee outfielder available in the offseason that, the Cardinals could have afforded and actually brought in. If only that existed. If only there was a marquee player that can absolutely transform your franchise for the next decade. If only that player existed. Too bad the Cardinals had to settle.
I would
on
have taken
what
of
they had.
any of the other three from the Florida Marlins at the time. I mean, that signing's looking really good, isn't it?
Oh, man, it is a delightful turn of events for the St. Louis Cardinals. Just watching, a world-class baseball player like Bryce Harper have a successful start to a season while the Cardinals outfield can barely get the ball into the infield. So that's fun.
Are you going to go to opening day?
No.
He's like, I'm choosing to be in a
I'm
dilapidated building.
literally going to volunteer for services in East St. Louis instead of going to that Cardinal home opener.
Are you going to attend many games this year?
We bought I think a little package. We usually do. Like 6 to 12 games.
Yeah, that makes sense. Travis, are you going to see any live? Are you excited about live games this year?
Look, I'm just excited to be outside in nice weather, so I'll definitely be at the Cardinal game, but I won't be there and be happy because I know Lime Marita prices are still going to be high. I know I'm going to have to pay $45 for a beer, and if I want 2 hot dogs, I'm going to have to take out a second mortgage. So we'll just see.
But you can get a veggie burger now.
You can. Veggie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to pay $17 for a burger with no taste.
Real, Travis, you said second mortgage?
Yeah.
You have a first?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's for gambling debts.
Yeah, I
Why
didn't-
did you
I
bring
didn't
it up?
realize
Thank
that.
you. You didn't have to bring it all up.
That's racist as hell.
That is. Thank you, Dr. Ed.
Dr. Ed
Dr.
Muñeco.
Ed, yeah. That is.
That is racist as hell.
Thank you.
He's on your team?
Yeah.
Dang,
I'm
man.
telling you, man. if you just try to be black, life is easier.
Remember, I was going to identify as black because it makes arguing easier.
And then also telling
You're
jokes.
racist. Here's a parking ticket. You're racist.
And it's funny, too, when you say it on stage.
$5 for that coffee. You're racist.
See?
Oh, and then on stage, yeah, you just get the easy laughs using the N-word.
Like, hey, N-words. And
N-word,
like,
please.
And yeah, Chris, that's exactly what comedy's about.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Give me a break.
You can check out Hillside Animal Hospital online. They do a great job of keeping everyone up to date with all of their fear-free practices. I did some in-home nail trimming this week, and boy, could I have used a trained professional. You think a nearly 14-year-old dog doesn't still have it in them to buck and jump about if they don't want you to do something? They do, and it's very troubling.
You need to ask me sooner about what to do.
About what to do?
Yeah.
How do you go about it without paying you?
Well,
See,
moving right on.
he's like, listen, broke boy, I don't want to talk to you.
Next topic. I'm blaming Dr. Ed.
Are there any tips for people at home? Basically, it's just like try and distract them, keep them comfortable, right?
You want to start. I mean, it's a long, slow process, but you want to start by just rubbing the feet. I mean, rubbing the feet without trimming the nails. I mean,
Right.
do that often, every night.
Yeah.
Get them used to having their feet touched, and then after they accept that willingly, then you start with just trimming 1 or 2 nails, and at the very first sign that they're starting to pull away or not enjoy it, then you stop. Don't put it to the next level, or that's when it's going to reinforce.
Yeah,
They
Travis.
don't like it.
Mm-hmm. You hear that?
Chris, could you use some of this advice for foreplay?
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah! Still got it. Fast
See who
ball
you've
on the
sided
check.
with, Dr. Ed? This is your hero.
Rubber.
Let's play some dogs on film. Do we have a good one this week, Gardner?
It's time to dig deep, look for the dogs, and have dogs on film. I guess you could say that intro was rough.
Again, Hillside Animal Hospital. Thank you for sponsoring the segment. Thank you for Dr. Ed showing up. We love Hillside. I know part of the family here. You've got some new clients headed over if they haven't been over yet. So thanks for taking care of people that we know and people that listen to you here.
Yeah.
Great stuff, everybody. What do we got, Gardner?
1 second, please.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a good one.
Okay, here I am.
Yay!
All right.
How does dogs on film work, Gardner?
Well, we got about 6 movies. We pit one movie against another, so we have 3 sets of movies
Okay.
out of those 6. You guys have to guess out of those pairings which one has the best score according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
And then if you guess correctly, you get a point.
Okay, I like
And
point.
if I decide arbitrarily, I'll decide as we go throughout. I want to say so-and-so has it right. You'll hear.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Maybe I'll say a person or a group has it wrong. You'll hear. And that's how we get through those first 6 movies, those first 3 pairings. We see who has their computer on still.
No, Chris. Do it 8 more times.
I deserve that.
And we'll see who has the best score after those 6 movies. If we're tied, we do have a 7th movie for a tiebreak.
We do. Now, what makes this game so special is that we're able to get one of the best commentators this city has to offer to participate in this segment. None other than the great Sean.
Sean, my friend Sean, who is out of town right now. He is in Key Biscayne,
Yes, he's
Why?
visiting his father.
visiting his father. His
Visiting-
How
father,
does Sean travel?
Did he take a Greyhound?
awkwardly,
He got on an airplane.
he got on an airplane.
Sean got
He
on an
made it through
airplane?
TSA?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Sean sitting next to you on an airplane for 3 hours? How cool would that be?
Would it be? So he's on he took a plane. He's down in Key Biscayne.
Nice.
Was supposed to be in a Speedo on the beach at
Oh,
some
well,
point.
I'm hoping we get that photo soon.
And I'm trying to secure a photo
Okay.
of that. I think
Okay.
it might have happened yesterday.
Here's what I'm
Are
looking
you- you're
forward
not
to.
kidding?
No,
No.
we're getting a Speedo photo, and we will post
Why?
it on our feed. Because here's why Chris is upset. This is why he's
That'll
hesitant
drive
too.
listeners to this.
No doubt. Here's what Chris is worried about: Sean being bigger than him.
Okay, this is getting strange.
Yeah, that's why. That's what you're worried about. You're like, oh my God, Sean is 85 years old. He walking around with a tree trunk.
Not
Okay.
85.
Just saying.
All right.
He was
Put
going
it
to
out
bring
there.
a potato just in case
Ah,
to put in
smart
the
man.
back of his Speedo.
No,
he said.
Sean, that's not how it works.
Okay. Well, that was his plan. Now, we do have themes throughout with these pairings. We try to do dogs,
We tried.
dog movies to begin with.
We did.
And this might be our last week of doing so.
Oh.
We've gone back and revisited some that we've done in the past.
Okay.
But we'll have some dog films to kick it off and then other themes with the other pairings, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, dog films to start it off. So, Sean and I recorded this last Thursday. He was leaving for Key Biscayne on Friday, and he was having a hell of a time at our local watering hole. And then went back to his place and recorded it. So, there will be some struggles today.
Jesus. Oh,
there
boy.
will be some struggles. I'm not going to lie as he describes these movies for you.
Oh,
so,
God, help us.
here's your first dog movie. You
Here we
ready?
go. Yes.
There you go.
Best in Show 2000 comedy 1 hour 30 minutes. The owners and handlers of 5 show dogs head for the Mayflower Kennel Club Dog Show. A film interviews them as they prepare for the trip.
Film crew.
Wait a minute. A film crew interviews them as they prepare for the trip, arrive at Philly's Taft Hotel, and compete. From Florida comes the Flex, Eugene Levy, and Catherine O'Hara. She keeps running into old lovers. Oh my God. A wordless ancient in a wheelchair, Patrick Crenshaw, and his buxom trophy wife, Jennifer Coolidge, own a 2-time defending best in show. A poodle. From the piney woods of North Carolina, comes a fellow who wants to be a ventriloquist, Christopher Guest. High-strung dinks, Michael Hitchcock and Parker Posey feud loudly in front of their Weimaraner. It's a gray dog, isn't it? To
Outre.
Outre,
there we
gay
go.
man,
Oh, boy.
gay
How long
men
was he
from
at the bar?
Tribeca. John Michael Higgins and Michael McKean. Round out the profiled owners. No, round out the profiled owners.
You a little drunk?
A little bit. Shit, man, I'm leaving town, man.
What
I
is
need
that?
some shorts.
You're literally going to a place to drink. He needed to drink to get ready to go to a place where he's going to drink. Okay, Sean.
Yeah.
All right.
What game are we playing again?
I'm about to say, where is it? How drunk is Sean? All right.
Is that a game? That a new game?
Looks like it's gonna have to be.
Well, yeah. Sponsored by Hillside Animal Hospital.
All right. Best in Show's your first dog movie. Here's your second dog movie.
Homeward Bound, an incredible journey. What? Oh, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, 1993, drama adventure, 1 hour, 25 minutes. Before the Seavers leave for a family vacation to San Francisco, they drop off their pets. Chance, Michael J. Fox, an adventurous American bulldog, Shadow, Don Amici, a wise golden retriever, and sassy Sally Field. Oh, my. And a cautious cat at a friend's... Oh, and Sassy, a cautious cat at a friend's ranch. But when the animals start to worry that they've been left for good, the three embark together on a treacherous and thrilling journey to find their way back home through the California wilderness. Ah, what a terrible thing. Oh, Sally Field, she's so nice.
You're going on vacation, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Next.
You going to wear a Speedo on the beach?
Absolutely. Want to see it?
The Speedo?
Yeah. Should I go get one?
You can show me later.
Okay. I got different colors. When in Miami.
I don't think that's what you do when you're in Miami. I've been to Miami. You've been to Miami. You've probably been to Miami. You don't do that in Miami. It's not like Missouri. You show up and show me state you got it. No, you go have fun on the beach, right?
Oh, poor Sean. These are good movies, though.
Very great movies. Yeah. You, Dr. Ed, did you enjoy Homeward Bound, or were we young and it was a little cheesy?
Oh, no, I enjoyed it.
You had a good time with it.
Yeah.
Didn't the cat like beat up a bobcat? Isn't that
No, the two dogs did.
the two dogs did? Okay.
Now in 2019, the American Bulldog wouldn't be allowed to like live in the owner's apartment
Right.
because of breed restrictions or something like that. So,
I will say that I enjoy both films, but I don't know if there's a better movie than Best in Show. I think like that's as close as you can get to a perfect comedy. So I'm saying Best in Show.
I got to double up on that. Best in Show, beloved, thought of as like just otherworld comedy. Yeah, I got to go with that. But I hope I'm not going to regret it because, man, family movies will get you too sometimes.
Best if we don't get Best in Show, no way we get The Office. No way we get it. So yeah, I have so much love for Best in Show.
No, I'm gonna buck the trend. and
Oh
go
really?
Homeward
I feel like you're right.
Just
I feel
like that
you know
calf
it.
almost
I feel
bucked
like
into
you're
you.
You know,
right.
I'm just kind of looking at Gardner out of the corner of my eye,
Nice.
just wondering what he's thinking.
Yeah, it could be a trap.
You're playing the game.
Yeah.
You're
Not
playing the game.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
Chris and Travis go Best in Show.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
It is Best in Show, a 94, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey, an 87.
Appropriate.
wow.
All right.
Okay.
I wouldn't. You don't have to throw the mic, do you? You're not that mad.
That's Paul Newman in
Yeah.
Homeward Bound. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Oh my God. Were you out with Sean last night?
Probably.
Sean does a lot of day drinking, right?
Matinee drinking.
Mat-
Is he matinee drink?
Does he? Does
Hey,
he?
we want to get home for dinner.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
It's fair.
All right, so what's our next set of films?
All right, so Chris and Travis each have a point. Dr. Ed, no points right now. Our next set of films are Ben Affleck movies.
Oh
Ben
yes,
Affleck movie.
I love me some Ben Affleck, boy. Have you
Better
seen
not be giggly or whatever.
Yeah, they have one.
Geely.
movie.
Geely.
I never saw
like
that, but
Giggly
widely,
better.
let's we call it giggly. Widely considered one of the worst movies like, made,
Easily.
right?
And
In the
because-
recent times, anyway.
Yeah,
right?
definitely one of the worst of all time.
Relegated Kevin Smith to independent film.
Here is your first Ben Affleck film.
Argo, 2012,
that's a
drama
good movie.
thriller, 2 hours, 10 minutes. On November 4th, 1979, militants stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. Iran. Taking 66 American hostages. Amid the chaos, 6 Americans managed to slip away and find refuge with the Canadian ambassador or embassy. Knowing that it's just a matter of time before the refugees are found and likely executed, the U.S. government calls on extractor Tony Mendez, Ben Affleck, to rescue them. Mendez's plan is to pose as a Hollywood producer, scouting locations in Iran and train refugees to act as his film crew. That doesn't sound right, but true story. Wacko.
Here's your first one.
My favorite part about that is Tony Mendez, played by Ben Affleck. Okay.
Just because of the last name? Is that what you're
I'm
trying to
just
say?
saying that Tony Mendez was not a guy from South Boston, but okay.
Okay.
Just throwing it out
Will
there.
you pull up a photo of Chad Mendez?
I don't know who that is.
I mean,
He's a professional MMA fighter. He's also a professional hunter. Very Caucasian.
Oh, okay. I bet you he not.
It can happen, Travis.
Just saying. All right.
All right. That was your first Ben Affleck movie.
Okay.
That was a great movie, by the way.
It was.
Here's your second one.
Gone Girl, 2014, drama mystery, 2 hours, 29 minutes. In Carthage, Missouri, former New York-based writer Nick Dunn, Ben Affleck, and his glamorous wife Amy, Rosamund Pike, present a portrait of a blissful marriage to the public. However, when Amy goes missing on the couple's 5th wedding anniversary, Nick becomes the prime suspect in her disappearance. The resulting police pressure and media frenzy caused the Dunn's image of a happy union to crumble, leading to tantalizing questions about who Nick and Amy truly are.
You got a new pillow over there?
Where?
Right next to you.
No. This thing? Yeah, I haven't put
You're
a...
sitting on a pillow?
I'm sitting on a pillow to break it in.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at Aldi's for $6.99 on sale. There's a whole bin of them, and it's a quality pillow. I just got to break it in because I don't like them fluffy,
How do you like them?
flat, hard.
So, you need a pillow on sale. Check out
Jesus.
Aldi's for $6.99.
Do you break in your pillows,
I don't
Dr. Ed?
think you break in pillows. I didn't know that was a thing.
Where did you guys land on Gone Girl? We've talked about it in here before. I said the best part about it was Tyler Perry showing that he can actually act and not just dress up in a fat suit and be an eccentric woman.
I found it a really hard movie to watch just because you hated her so much.
It was one of the last movies I've been in where I was like, oh, so this is where this movie is going. Like I remember almost saying that out loud in the theater because there was a great twist in the middle of the film, and you're just like, oh, so this is what I signed up for. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a strong representation of the St. Louis, Southern Missouri area, if you will. I though will have to say there's so many ties to St. Louis with both of these movies. Got John Goodman, of course, and Argo. I'm gonna go Argo on this one.
Yeah, I got to go Argo.
I hate to be, it's Argo. Has to be. It's a great movie, and I think, despite Affleck and despite it being about a very famous case, I don't think it's gonna.
I think a lot of people really liked it. I thought it did well at the box office. I thought.
Yeah.
All three of you guys are going Argo?
Yeah.
Oh, we ask like that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
96 for Argo.
Wow. Didn't it win an Academy Award for Best Picture too?
It might have.
All right.
Yeah.
And 87 for Gone Girl.
Gone Girl was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Too high?
I would say like a 68.
I thought it was a smart casting play because Ben Affleck, for a long time, was looked as
He's a cheater or something,
cheater, a
or-
douchebag. So he played that very well, and so you started thinking.
And Scott Peterson's innocent. That's who the movie's based off.
Oh,
of,
is it?
right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all. Yeah. That's
Oh,
who
I
that's
didn't
based
realize
off
that.
of.
Okay.
From the book.
Oh, okay.
It's a Scott Peterson type of situation.
Okay.
Right. And then because remember, wasn't there the Nancy Grace character in there?
Yeah, I forgot who played it. It was the actress. Gosh, she's been in a bunch of films, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. Did you like
By the-
Argo? It's because why not? It's redacted CIA files.
I
How
never
would you
saw
not
it.
like that? You never seen it?
No.
You should see it. It's
Never
good.
saw Argo, never saw Gone Girl.
Oh, wow, those are two good movies. I think.
Never saw Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey.
Oh, that's
Christ,
you had a
okay, now
mad,
you
you had a bad childhood. Yeah, Doctor.
You're weird, man. This is we're getting a lot
I
of
saw
answers.
Best in Show.
We're getting a lot of insight into your childhood.
Yeah,
This
but
is dark.
Dr. Ed is a trained medical professional at this point, knowing his age
He was
and
disgusted.
the cost to
He
keep
was
him
disgusted when I said that.
and the cost to keep him around, like knowing that he never saw Homeward Bound. It's kind of like, this dog is old now and it can't help how it was brought up. Would you make the decision to pull the plug on Gardner, knowing this now? I think that would do it for me.
it's all
The
about-
no Homeward Bound as a child.
Yeah, quality of life. I
Weirdo.
Yes, quality of life. That's what I was looking for.
So 2 points each for Chris and Travis. Dr. Ed has one as we
He's
head
on the
into
board.
our final
Here we
pair.
go.
These are adaptations.
Okay.
They were books turned into movies. So here's your first one.
Jurassic Park, 1993.
Whoa.
He said Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic.
Jurassic Park,
see this, Gardner?
1993. Fantasy mystery, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Paleontologist Alan Grant, Sam Neill, and Ellie Sattler, Laura Dern, and mathematician Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum are among a select chosen to
McCallum?
tour an island theme park populated by dinosaurs, created by prehistoric DNA. While the park's mastermind, billionaire John Hammond, Richard Attenborough, assures everyone that the facility is safe, they find out otherwise when vicious, ferocious predators break free and go on the hunt. What?
You said Jurassic.
Whatever. Crying out loud. I'm sorry about my paleo, I don't know,
Dr.
my
McCallum.
paleotonic or my Jurassic, eras.
Paleotonic?
I was not into dinosaurs when I was a kid, for crying out loud. But anyway, no, I was
I'm
kind
upset,
of,
Sean.
I always wanted to be an anthropologist. I mean, I should have been an anthropologist.
You should have been.
I should have been.
Why?
I wanted to, because I dug it. No pun intended. No, I did. I
He
did. I
brought
really
it. He
dug
reeled us all in.
Dinosaur?
Dr. Ed's going to use that.
Yeah, the pterodactyl, the flying one,
Pterodactyl?
the pterodactyl.
Oh, no.
I don't know when I was more anticipating the release of a film than that movie. I mean, I've read all of Michael Crichton's books, and
You did?
When I read that
Oh,
book,
yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what a movie this is going to be!"
And did the movie live up to it?
Oh yeah.
To this
Yeah.
day, the special effects are still legend.
Yeah,
I mean, because they literally built out the whole thing. They literally built them, right? The animatronic stuff. Yeah.
All right, so Jurassic Park or Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
That's the retired dinosaur park.
So that's going to go against another adaptation. Here it is.
The Green Mile, 1999, drama fantasy, 3 hours, 9 minutes. Paul Edgecombe, or Combe, Tom Hanks, walks the mile with a variety of cons. He had never encountered someone like John Coffey, Michael Clark Duncan, a massive black man convicted of brutally killing a pair of young sisters. Coffey had the size and strength to kill anyone, but not the demeanor. Beyond his simple, naive nature and deathly fear of the dark, Coffey seems to possess a prodigious supernatural gift. Paul began to question whether Coffey was truly guilty of murdering the 2 girls.
Did you cry in that one?
Did John Coffey cry in that one? Hell yeah.
What about you?
Hell yeah. I like to cry. Makes me feel good.
So you have.
So are we implicated in Sean's afflictions? Like, do we need to get him with our boy Tommy Duff? Like, what do we need to do?
No, you just let him go.
Let him go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how this works.
All right.
The Green Mile versus Jurassic Park, gentlemen.
This is a curveball.
Yeah.
This is really tough. This is really bad. I'm going Jurassic Park.
I'm going Green Mile.
Well, you guys blew it. Now I can't win. No, I still could. Yeah. Now I can't win. You guys already have both two. I'm going to go just on the sentimental favorite and go with Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Travis, you went with The Green Mile.
I did indeed.
Dr. Ed and Chris go with Jurassic Park. Travis. Is wrong. Chris goes 3 for 3 to claim Dogs on Film. Rotten Tomatoes has Jurassic Park at 91 and The Green Mile at 79. 79 for The Green Mile.
We feel it. Well, I'm not remembering that incorrect. Green Mile was an amazing movie, right?
Yeah, Sam Rockwell. You remember it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that-
horrible.
That's why I went with it, because I thought it should be a better score than that.
Yeah, that's one of his first movies, as far as I know.
90. I'd put that in the 90s or high 80s or something.
Yeah,
Man.
I'd at least put that in the mid 80s.
Wow. Jurassic Park's a 91.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who
it's-
directed Green Mile?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I remember
almost said-
looking at the page, but I don't recall.
Okay.
JC Sabala, very funny comedian from here in town, says it's tough for Chris because a black guy dies in both of them.
You guys want to hear what the tiebreaker would have been?
Yes, please.
All right, this would have been the tiebreaker for you all. We were almost there. We almost got there. Here it is.
The tiebreaker. Stop or my mom will shoot. Will shoot. 1992. Action. Adventure. 1 hour, 28 minutes. Smarting from a romantic breakup, Macho Police Sergeant Joe Bomowski, Sylvester Stallone, gets a cross-country visit from his mother, Tootie, Estelle Getty. Her misguided efforts to help only fray his nerves. Her misguided efforts to help only fray his nerves. But that doesn't stop her from nagging Joe to be more open about his feelings toward his ex-girlfriend and current boss, Lieutenant Gwen Harper, Jo Beth Williams. When Tootie witnesses a brutal multiple murder, she takes her meddling to the extreme by tagging along to help her son solve the case.
Stell Getty was a Golden Girl. Do you have a favorite Golden Girl?
Yeah. Well, it's a toss-up between the Hoa and the lesbian Jew. Can I say that? Well, Maud. I like Maud. Actually, I'll take Maud over the other one.
B. Arthur?
B. Arthur. As over the other one.
Rue McClanahan?
Rue McClanahan, yeah. I like B. Arthur better.
Well, have a good trip.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll go see what Speedos you're going to wear down there in a second.
Okay, I've got to go to the bathroom. Come on, I got to go.
Okay.
Chop, chop. Here, I'll show you. Let me pull them out for you.
What? What?
He was uncanny. I thought that was Chris Farley whenever he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. That's amazing. We have a text, and it's just a quick question. I think it's relevant. Speaking of Lifetime movies, will Bruce Vilanch play Gardner in the We Are Live
I've
Lifetime
had Bruce
movie?
Vilanch before, yeah.
And often the scientist from Independence Day.
I've had that one.
Uh-huh.
Brent Spiner.
Sometimes in the right lighting, Glenn Close.
When you're
a few
smoking
others.
and you have your back turned
It
in the
might
street
be,
and somebody
yeah.
hollers at you.
Got your mom.
Hey, you need a
jeans on.
ride? That's happened before.
When he's cooking
Yeah.
rabbits on the stove.
Oh, boy.
I'm going stop or my mom will shoot. That's got to be a 46.
Is it bad that I get that and don't throw Mama from the Train
Yeah.
mixed up?
Something-
Probably 10 years
something
between the
about
two of
those
them.
80 movies titles.
Yeah, you said 46. I'm going in the 20s. I think stopping my mama shoot's going to be like 22%.
38.
It's an 8.
Sweet Jesus.
Why even do the movie? Like why?
Yeah.
Why do that to yourself?
I'm not gonna lie. When you were describing, like, giving the synopsis of the film, I was like, I don't remember it being that complicated. I just thought it was Estelle Getty and Stallone just getting into crazy situations. I didn't realize there was a plot to that thing.
Well, apparently.
It's 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. All right.
Quite interesting. Dr. Ed joins us each and every week.
Yeah, he
I'm going to pull up
does.
their website right now, and I'm going to tell you how easy it is to find out all of their capabilities. Hillside Animal Hospital is located conveniently off of 44 and 40. If you go to hillsideanimalhospital.net, you can see all of their capabilities, some of the stories, and you can see Dr. Ed right on the very front holding a lovely puppy. I take my dogs there. All the people associated with the show here take their dogs to Dr. Ed's Hillside Animal Hospital. Many, many different services available. Cannot say enough good things. I have to take my dog in quite a bit because some allergy stuff. It's always a very easy trip. The staff's amazing, and we can't say enough good things about the support we receive. So that means you all take your animals there. That's how this works, baby. This is a free show. You tune in. You get to see the great Tech Electronics Built Studio, another wonderful business in the corridor, the same corridor as you, Dr. Ed. They're just down the street from you. So again, support Dr. Ed, Hillside Animal Hospital. Not just dogs. You can take your cats there, and he'll even he'll take a look at your turtle and tell you where to go if that needs to happen too. Dr. Ed, pleasure as always. Sorry I put such a beating on you today.
Yeah,
Felt good.
Yeah, close. I came up at the end, but
Well, we're glad you're back from Austin too. And I'm glad that calf didn't hurt you too much that you stuck with veterinary school.
Yeah.
Dr. Ed, for Travis Terrell and Gardner, we're going to give you a break. We're going to let you leave before we do fair or foul, because at the end of the show, we read people's emails, and we feel your doctor in front of your name is above that. So we're going to let that happen. Take a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side with fair or foul.
We are live, live, live. We are live, live, live. We are live, live, live. We are live.
Huge thanks to Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital. Please visit them if you're in the area, if you have pets. You know we're all about pets here. Your cats, your dogs, everything. Take them to Dr. Ed, and you'll get the best care known to man, humanly possible, in St. Louis, everybody. It's been a fun show. We got fair or foul. Looks like we've already got a bunch of different great submissions in, trying to get $10 to Southtown Pub. We do have a great comedy lineup. I believe it also is the mayor of St. Chuck, former mayor of St. Chuck's last free comedy Thursday he'll be attending. Big shout out to a great supporter of the show. He's taken off, and thankfully he can still stream and download online. So it looks like we're about to be huge in wherever he's moving in the Colorado area. You okay with that, Trav?
I am excited to grow our brand in the Colorado area. We've been trying to tap into that market, and now we have someone there that's going to spread the gospel of We Are Live.
Mm-hmm. We've done Make It Racist. It's been a great show today.
We'll probably be spreading other things too.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
You know what else we spread?
Joy.
The good news about real estate.
Oh, of course.
Tom Bannister, that's right. Circa Properties, circastl.com. Check out Tom Bannister's capabilities. 314-393-5386. Tom.Bannister at circastl.com. Very easy to deal with. He is your real estate professional that is We Are Live backed. He supports us. You support him. It is home buying season. If you're selling a home, buying a home, use Tommy Bannister. Wonderful, wonderful partner of ours here at We Are Live. Love working with him. Could not say enough good things about him. And if you work with him for your home purchasing or selling experience, you'll see his customer service and his hard work goes a very long way. That's Tom Bannister.
Tommy Bannister.
Circa Properties Realtor. Tom.Bannister at circastl.com. Or if you want, hell, DM the show. Be like, hey, what up with that Tommy info? We'll get it to you. Don't forget. Travis, we got Fair or Foul coming up. We're talking divorce parties, right?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Other things.
No, I love this part of the show. I love this part of the show.
I was going to get to your stupid New York talk. Do we have any New York state of mind info that we need to
The
get to?
New
Gargan?
York state of mind. I sound just like Billy Joel.
That was the worst
That
thing
My
was-
God.
I've ever heard.
It sounded just like Billy. I'm in a New
No, I
York
like
state of
to
mind.
prep Travis for his little visit to New York.
What up, New York, NYC in the building? Holla at your boy from Brooklyn.
Hey, do you think any of our friends that are really famous would just let me sleep on their couch?
I'm looking at you, Michael Costa.
Wait, why wouldn't you go to the black dude?
Roy got a family.
You've researched.
I'm going with the guy who's no doubt has probably the best bachelor pad in all of New York City.
Okay.
Duh.
So I know.
So how do you help him?
Well, I know he's been looking in Brooklyn, so I look for stories about,
Looking in Brooklyn.
about New York, and in particular, I look for stories here and there
Right.
about how Travis is going to get to work by using this subway map, and it's pretty simple, I think, right, Travis? You've already got it figured out.
I ain't gonna even lie. That list looks stressful. But I will say, I have figured out most routes out of Brooklyn to Manhattan, which is where I'll be traveling to. So I'm not incredibly concerned. And what I've also learned is that a lot of these lines are very close to, they're really in residential areas, like in communities. So you're not having to walk a ton to get to them. So I'm excited about that.
Go to the Sesame Street people. You're like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid, and I would just like to sleep in the studios, please. Thank you.
That's probably gonna
I'll be
happen.
very quiet
That's
and clean.
probably going to happen. I don't know what the laws are against that, but that will certainly probably happen.
So I got a story I found in the New York Daily News.
They show up and Oscar's kicked out of his can. Like, what is the Oscar puppet doing out of its can?
Hey, man, I
Hey,
just
I'm
wanted
in
to-
here. Shut up.
It was a long night.
Your head pops up.
Yeah.
don't
Like, what?
mind.
Oscar, you snitched.
Shut up.
Screw you, Oscar.
Oh boy.
All right.
What's your New York state of mind story today?
All right, it's from the New York Daily News, the headline.
Okay.
Fight in Brooklyn subway station spills onto tracks. Man nearly fried by third rail. So
Was he
this
gonna get
is-
ready to talk about immigration?
Here you go.
It's third rail of politics. That's
Brawl at the Bay Ridge 95th Street subway station on the R line late Wednesday nearly turned fatal when the two men involved fell onto the tracks, and one of them almost came into contact with the electrified third rail.
Oh Jesus.
The fight broke out around 11:30 p.m., police said, after the pair tumbled off the side of the platform and into the roadbed. One of the men jumped up and began running away on top of the heavy covering over the potentially deadly third rail. This as the second man gave chase. They were on the third rail protection board, said Anthony Blackwell, a train conductor who was at the station waiting to start his shift. The man giving chase hit the fleeing man in the head with a master lock, police said.
God.
The man hit by the lock keeled over, and his head was inches away from the electric third rail, according to TWU Local 100 head of trains, Eric Logel. Blackwell said he sprinted to the emergency alarm box to turn off the power on the tracks.
Oh.
Just as I pulled it, he went down on the third rail, said Blackwell. A second later, and he might have died. Local 100 president Tony Utano called Blackwell a New York hero. This is a great
Why
example
can't he just be a hero?
of how transit workers are on the front lines and handle emergencies that riders often never hear about, Utano said. Strap hangers waiting at the station tried to hold the man who struck the victim when he returned to the platform, but police said he was able to run off before the first responders arrived at the scene.
He got off with a lock and stuff. Man.
But that's a New York story because the guy's gone.
What?
He's gone. Like this guy, he's gone. You'll never hear. You'll never hear about this guy again.
Yeah.
He'll
No,
like that's it. Like you can do that in New York. You can do something that wild, that crazy with all those witnesses, never to be heard from again. We'll never hear from that person ever again. That guy almost caused the death of someone for whatever reason, and he must have been a badass if he just walks around with a master lock. Got great aim. And he must be an intimidating SOB because the guy was running from him after he was getting his ass kicked.
So,
So whoever this guy is, we'll never hear from again.
no, we'll hear from him. That means he's on the loose, and he could run into you.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Is there Daredevil? Isn't Daredevil? That's where most of the superheroes live in New York, right?
Those aren't real.
Those
They
like
can't
Luke
get to you.
Cage.
They
That's
can't
not a
get to you.
thing.
Remember, he got canceled.
That's a shame. Just wanted to keep you updated on what's going on.
You know, but I each day as we get a little bit closer, I become a little bit more New Yorker-ish. Like today, like I was like, yo, can I get some coffee here? And I walked up to a food truck, and they were like, we don't do that, sir. I was like, well, in New York, their truck's got coffee. Where's your coffee? Because I've always wanted to drink out of those little plastic paper cups because I see it on TV all the time. I'm like, oh, that's dope, man. Look at them drink that coffee in New York. They drink it differently. They drink it out of paper cups. That's cool. So I'm looking forward to that. So each day I get closer. I'm getting more and more like a New Yorker.
I don't know about that, but I do know about.
Whoa. I'm walking here. See?
I do know about St. Louis Counseling Services, stlouiscounseling.org. You can see all their capabilities, businesses, individuals. They can help with counseling services in the St. Louis area. Give them a call, 314-544-3800. If you want to email them, support@stlouiscounseling.org. And be sure to check out Mental Health Matters with Tom Duff.
I'm just saying, my boy Aaron Judge, he's not doing well out in the outfield, you know? Jeets needs to come back. When does Jeets come back?
It's like a hint of Puerto Rican or something in there.
Thank you. Where's Jeets? Jeets is out here. He feels the ground ball. And he throws it over. That's why the Yankees, 32 championships, bro.
Do you want to do some fair or foul?
Let's check out New York's fair or foul.
At this defining moment, change has come to America.
I think I can do that. Fair or foul in New York.
They're going to
Just
go.
the people on the
There
subway.
are 7 podcasts on your block that do fair
Is it
or
a
foul.
movement? Is it hope? I can't say for certain. Time will be a true test of its power.
What I do
but
like
I can say
about
fair or foul is now
what
and
I
forever
think I will like about the
for
people
the
of New
people.
York
Gather
is
around
they
the radio
look
with
like
your loved ones
they
and
really
hold
are
on
just
to your
fed up.
butts.
And
It's
I
now
embrace
time
that
for
mood. I
fair
embrace the fed up mood.
The people.
or foul.
It's the segment Gardner's little brother would call wet. He peed on you. That happened.
That was bad.
That was.
Topic, divorce parties. Winner gets $10 at Southbound Pub. You can use that at Comedy this Thursday. Packed lineup. Come out, get there early. We were packed last week, and it's going to be fun this week. Fair. My father had a divorce party. It included him, a bottle of Kentucky bourbon, and a recliner. It lasted 12 years.
Oh, boy. That's one hell of a party. Wait. Oh, okay.
Thanks, Steve in Des Moines. Currently, Steve in the downtown St. Louis IKEA parking lot. Hey, honey, let's go home for a trip to see the parents. Well, we'll be stopping by IKEA. Good for you, Steve, and thanks for keeping us huge in Iowa.
Thank you.
Here's a short one. All caps, fair, ! From the former mayor of St. Chuck.
And there you go.
I won't say what he's celebrating, but maybe at Free Comedy Thursday this week, you can hang out with him and buy him a drink and tell him congratulations, if you know what I mean.
That is pretty solid. That's good. That's good.
Fair. Sure. I would be the first to RSVP, and then I would never show up. It wouldn't be a divorce party if someone didn't lie about being committed. Black sheep bringing
Nice. That's good.
Oh, boy. We need to talk. I think it's time we separated. It's not me. It's you. But don't worry. I'm going to throw a party to celebrate. A barbecue at Forest Park. Travis is welcome. Gardner, you can come too. Sorry, Denman, but only one token allowed. Triangle assassin. Couple more here. Foul. Why would you celebrate your own stupidity? Better question. Why would you make your friends remember that time 5 years ago when they spent a bunch of money on a party or a weekend trip to celebrate that you were making a mistake? Not only did they spend money on that bachelorette party, but they dropped money on a suit or dress to look like your personal groupie for the day and pictures that you will now never look at.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, they also bought you a nice set of mattress and pillow sheets.
Oh, boy.
Nice callback. So as you're sitting at your divorce party, drinking and celebrating your freedom, just know that at least half the people there are questioning why they're at a drink restaurant.
Thank you. Finally differentiating the two.
Spending more money on you. That's the JVL Jackal.
Pillow sheets. That's pretty solid.
Last one.
Okay.
Fair. A divorce party is kind of like a release party for the divorced guy. He will start spending 4 to 10 meals a week at restaurants like Twin Peaks, Hooters, etc. He will make his new 2-bedroom apartment feel like home by spending the majority of his time not at the apartment, but at the various restaurants, grossly over-tipping and any and all waitresses that pretend to pay attention to him in an attempt to get some hand stuff in the back of his 2014 Kia Sorento.
My Uber driver has today.
Oh boy. His close friends will be disappointed how much this guy will spend on bedazzled jeans because he says the ladies love them. For the woman, it's a party to indicate her exciting near future of working out, getting in shape, and working on herself. The first step for the divorced wife occurs after she sleeps with the one guy from high school that still drives a Camaro and never settled down because he has always been a free spirit. After he sends a very nice message on Facebook only days after she changed her relationship status. Boy, is that true.
Good God.
God, guys, cool it on that. After the shame of sleeping with Chad, she'll feel shame, continue to work out, get in shape, and spend Thursday nights at Brio. Her time at Brio allows her to remarry a very older, wealthy guy, and she lives happily ever after. Or until the rich guy craves a younger gal and the cycle starts all over again. It's from Travis's swim instructor. First of all, you're a terrible swim instructor if you train Travis. That was a great submission. I think there's a clear winner.
All right.
I'm just going to say it. The mayor of St. Chuck gets my vote. How about you, Gardner?
I was going to get Mayor St. Chuck.
Former mayor of St. Chuck.
Yeah, former
He
mayor.
resigned in controversy.
Mm-hmm.
We have a winner.
Do you not want to vote for him?
Oh, no, I wanted to vote for Travis's swim instructor.
Despite him not showing you very good moves.
So
Did you say that again?
Travis's swim
I
instructor.
think you're going to have trouble with that.
Ah, damn it.
Congratulations to the former mayor of St. Chuck. He can use his $10 gift card this Thursday for the last time at Southtown Pub. Not the last for all of you, the last for him. Huge comedy show this Thursday. Going to be a lot of fun. We got 5 comics. Going to be a rocking time. Big thanks to everybody for tuning in today. Thanks to Tech Electronics. Look out for the Tani Project coming very soon. Tonight, I believe Matt Whitener and Daryl Frierson will be recording an episode of their podcast here in the studio with Kiwan of the St. Lunatics. So excited for them and all the projects we're working on Matt with. Huge thanks to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill, all of our great sponsors. Travis, you did a great job today.
I did. I really did.
Check out midcoast.media. Big thanks to Red Saw Publicity and by Jack for all of our apparel needs. Use them for your apparel needs as well. We're back tomorrow live on Facebook at 8 a.m. with Lou Ferrigno and I believe Michael Palachuk, very funny comic who's done Conan, Colbert Report, all that good stuff. And then Friday we've got Cato Kalin, Rich Voss, and Tony Hinchcliffe. This is a big guest-heavy into the week. So thanks, everybody. We're back tomorrow live at 8 a.m.
Peace.